Hello, welcome to Review from the Opposition. My name's Henry Morgan and I'm doing this on behalf of the No One Likes Us Talkin podcast. We are speaking to Nottingham Forest fan Stephen Topliss this evening, and he's going to give us his opinion of the game this afternoon. Stephen, from Nottingham Forest perspective, was that 1 point gained or 3 points dropped?
Given the way the match panned out, I think it is a point gained, particularly given the way that Forest fell behind early in that second half, and we were probably beginning to fear the worst, given our record this season when we've gone behind hasn't been particularly good. So to go straight up the other end, more or less, and equalise was unexpected, and obviously something we were really happy with. And
yeah.
But the flip side, if we'd conceded a goal in those circumstances, we'd be going ape. You know, it was just one of those goals where you're tearing your hair out as a supporter.
Yeah.
You know, a route one ball through. That's. I mean, to be fair to Alex Myton, he was in the position to take it and score, and he finished it really well. And that was his first senior goal for Forest. So, from our point of view, you know, it's a brilliant goal. And on the balance of play across the game, I think a draw was fair. So I quite enjoyed the game as well. I thought it was quite an entertaining 90 minutes.
I completely agree. I thought it was very entertaining, actually. What did you think was Forest's best move of the match?
I think one of the best moves came in the first half when Amiobi released Lewis Grabban down the right-hand side. He put a ball in, and it was Myton, in fact, so I think got closest to it as it flashed across goal, but couldn't quite get the touch on it. And then there was also one towards the end with Amiobi where he was in space down the left, put the ball in the air, but players just, I think it might have been Cafu, couldn't quite get a touch on it to knock it into the net. And I
thought it was a fantastic cross, that, actually.
Yeah, and that's Sammy, he's capable of that, just putting an incredible ball across, and normally it's Lewis Grabban who's on the end of those and putting them away, and that's probably where we've missed Grabban so far this season, that kind of killer instinct in the box. So, you know, look forward to him getting properly up to speed, and for us for the rest of the season, hopefully, you know, he picks up the form that he had last season.
Did any players or any particular play for Millwall stand out today?
I thought Budvarsson up front,
the Icelandic guy, yes.
Yeah, was excellent, actually. He was a constant threat throughout the game, never stopped running. I thought it linked up the play well, and obviously had a big part to play in the Millwall goal, and really quite impressive. And that's the first time that I've had an opportunity to kind of watch him for an extended period. I thought he was really a very good player, and constant threat throughout.
Very interesting. I think there are a few Millwall fans that need to put that in their pipe and smoke it this evening, actually, to be fair. I'd agree. I think there were some nice passages as well of Marlon Romeo down the left-hand side, who I mention quite often, actually. I'll say lastly, we come to the officials. What sort of a game did you think the referee had from Forest's perspective?
Bit of a strange one. I mean, the early doors, he was flashing the yellow cards around left, right and centre. And it
first 20 minutes, I was like, he's going to send off about 4 people.
Yeah, I was just worried he was going to lose control of the game in the first half, you know. And yeah, like you say, a couple of sendings off and kind of the game would be ruined. And I think given the conditions as well, obviously the rain was coming down.
100%.
Thinking, here we go, some red cards might be on the way. But I mean, he probably did settle down a bit in the second half. Obviously the handball as well, which I can see, it probably would at the moment it happens, we'd be claiming handball there, but given if you look at the position of the ball and where the ball's travelling, it's not on target, so does it constitute a clear goal scoring opportunity? That's probably where you then say maybe it didn't and perhaps wasn't a penalty, but I was just glad that things settled down second half and we got a good game of football out of it.
Yeah, especially in trying conditions. I completely agree. Thank you so much for coming on and talking to us. Was there anything else that you wanted to sort of add, maybe a shout out for your podcast? Where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find us the 1865 Forest Ramble, and we're also on Twitter at Nottingham_Forest, or just type in 1865 Forest Ramble and you'll find us.
Wonderful. We'll make sure that we get you tagged into this. Thank you so much for your time this evening.
No, pleasure. Thank you.
Take care. Good luck for the rest of the season, and look forward to seeing you at the City Ground. And I really hope that we can maybe meet face to face up there.
Yeah, that'd certainly be great, and we'll catch up over a pint.
Yeah. If only, as we slide into Tier 4. Anyway, have a good Christmas, mate.
You too, mate. Thank you.
So, where does that leave our season? Obviously, much, much better than Middlesbrough last week. And actually 4 points out of those two games isn't probably a bad total when we consider going down to a difficult place like Ashton Gate. However, we probably were expecting the win and the draw to be the other way round if we were going to get 4 points. Big talking point that Stephen spoke about for me is in that first 5 minutes, again, another decision where the referee quite clearly sees a handball in the box, doesn't give us the penalty. I looked up the law changes because I wasn't 100% sure myself. There's a very clear photo of where a handball is, which is basically anything from the shoulder down. It clearly hit the player on the hand. However, the wording of the rule is accidental handball by an attacking player or teammate is only penalised if it occurs immediately before a goal or a clear goal scoring opportunity. So there's a lot of interpretation there about whether that was a clear goal scoring opportunity, etc., etc. But unfortunately, we're in the same kind of conversation we had at the Blackburn game when there were maybe some slightly more obvious handballs. For me, an interesting point to take out of this game is, again, we take the lead at the Den and again we can't keep that lead. If you look at the Reading game, we took the lead there, couldn't hold on to it. The Cardiff game, we took the lead there, we couldn't hold on to it. Thinking back to the Brentford game, we took the lead there, we couldn't hold on to it. And a lot's been made of our potentially toothless, inverted commas, attack, but something that maybe we're not looking at in as much detail is our defensive frailties as well, and maybe just switching off. Maybe that's fatigue due to COVID, maybe it's something else, I don't know. But there could be no doubt that today, that Route 1 ball, poor old Sean Hutchinson, who I think is a fantastic player, has just miskicked that, hasn't got anywhere near it, and unfortunately it's led to Forest's equaliser when I think the game was there for the taking really after that point. Anyway, look forward to speaking to another set of fans next week as we go into the festive period. Until then, come on you Lions.